Alright, y'all, if you watched my last video, whoopsie, that was that fail at a dumpster dive, the 3 strikes. But now we're going to start with number 2 of the Hammer series, episode 3, this Craftsman. I was going to blue out the entire part, but I decided I'm going to leave it just the way it is. And then quit while I'm ahead. I did hit the Craftsman sign a little bit with the sander, but anymore I feel like it's going to go away. So we're going to leave it as is and set this handle. So what I want to do is, these handles, they come with a lot of varnish on them. And you take your razor blade, which I've had a couple of these knives. Oh, here's one. That out of the way. Or spill it. It's got a vapor rest. There's varnish on these handles. So you want to take your razor, just give it a good scrape. It doesn't take too long. This way it won't gum up your sandpaper. See what I'm doing? Nice, easy strokes. Try not to cut your finger off. See how it... all that dirty part's the varnish from my dirty hands. But we'll get most of it off, and we're going to hit it with some sandpaper. Actually, we're going to try my my Eastwood tool, my mini belt sander out. We're going to give that a try. It is very hot today in Syracuse, New York. It's got to be 90 degrees. I'm sweating. Remember when I did the Scout Crafter, the key challenge, how my breath was blowing? Poof. That was a lot of... that was freezing that day. Like, I'm not kidding you, like it's one extreme to the next. Now I'm dying out here. The Busch Light apple's getting warm. This is good beer, by the way. One of the techs that works in the pressure washers brought one in for one of our guys, but brought a case in, but that dude was absent Friday, so gave it to me. Sorry, dude. But wife's got to bake them oatmeal raisin cookies. So we're going to keep whittling away. This reminds me of like, what's that movie, The Son-in-Law? Remember? Can I please whittle wood with you? That was a funny movie. But we're going to just, you see what I'm doing. So we're going to get that belt sander out. So we got out the old mini belt sander. It's like an angle grinder. I tried to get one of these from Harbor Freight, but you guys discontinued them, so I had to go to Eastwood. Sorry, Harbor Freight. I love you, but I feel like I even want to get another one of these. This thing is cool. Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, that's like a 40 grit, I think, or an 80 grit, I can't remember. But I mean, it's still pretty rough. So let's do... here. Alright, so now I got some of this really fine 220 grit. I went up the thing off camera there, folks, so you guys know. I not up the thing, but up the, you know, the sandpaper grits. Now I'm on 220 right now. Just getting all the roughness off it. I'm gonna cut and set this handle. We're gonna call this one done, you guys. Wish I had a better dumpster dive video for you earlier, people, but it's hit or miss, and it's just hit or miss. And I feel like someone's been poaching me up at that spot. Actually, I know someone has. This handle's nice and smooth now. Alright, so we're going to get this cut and drilled out. So we're going to try out a coping saw my dad gave me. Hopefully that works pretty good for cutting little tiny things. Not slicing my hand. Saw's old. I remember seeing this when I was little. Dead center. I just hit it with my Sawzall, but it's just too blade's dull too. Let me see if I can hit it with the hacksaw. Where's the hacksaw? I know hacksaws are made for metal, but they work wonders on wood. Oh yeah. You know where I'm going with this. So I drilled it and cut it. Now we're going to set this head. Dead low. It's on there. I'm about to set this wedge. So, oh yeah. Alright, so now I got, is there a wood wedge? I don't have a wood wedge. But what I do have are these, got a little metal wedge right here. What I want to do, I want to get a wood wedge in here and set this wood wedge. So, we got the wedge right there, and now we're going to set it in. I just got Gorilla Glue on this right here. And we will work it off here. Once this stuff sets, it's like cement, you guys. Alright. So that's wedged. I'm going to split. Still got a little bit of daylight in there, but once that splits open, it should be alright. I got the handle seated nice. Nice. I don't feel this is going anywhere, you guys. So I cut that off, and nice little bit of daylight, and I got this metal wedge here, and I'm going to set it this way. And we're going to go from there. I think this was $5 at the cheap hammer bin. right. See, that wedged it right up, wide open. So yeah, we are good. I like it. So now we're just going to smooth it off. Alright, so we're back at the 1x30. Actually, I just moved it over here. It's just things so little that it's just so easy to, you know, so easy to work with. Smooth that out. Alright, so now we're going to get this thing polished up. That stinks. I know I always say it. Probably should have polished this before I set the handle, but you know. And I'm not going to have a perfect finish on it. This isn't a bad fiber wheel at all, really. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to wrap it up. Handle set. It's filthy. I still got to do another sand on it anyway. Then we get a nice gun stock stain. I managed to keep the Craftsman the best I could. Polish it up. I'm going to keep that blue on just those inlets, or the inlays. But yeah, check her on out. And there's the handle. Pretty cool, right? Alright, so we'll see you next week. I blended that pretty good too. It's nice and smooth, and yeah, this is going to work out. This looks good. Alright, I can't wait to paint it. And we'll stain the handle next week. Like I said, a little bit of gun stock. I think that brownish dark stain I'd really like for it. Anyway, have a great weekend, y'all. CC Scraps. Peace.